안녕하세요 여러분, 아라쌤입니다. Hello everyone, I'm Arah from Korean Arah. Today's lesson is about the time-related expressions last, this, and next. Do you know how to say last week or this week or next month or next year like that? After watching this video, you will be able to say these words in Korean confidently. 준비됐어요? Are you ready? 시작해요. Let's get started. Let's say the time-related expressions last, this, and next. First one is last. 지난, 지난. And this, 이번, 이번. And next, 다음, 다음. I'll show you what they means exactly one by one. 지난 is from the verb 지나다, to pass, and noun modifier, 은. And also, 이번, 이 is from this. And 번 is from Sino-Korean word, which is 한자. 번 literally means turn or order as a sequence. And 다음, 다음 literally means next or following. Alright? And if you feel too difficult to memorize all the details like this, you can just simply remember 지난, last, 이번, this, 다음, next. Alright? And I'll show you some other nouns put together with these words. You can put nouns like time or others. So how do you say week in Korean? You have to know week first. 주, right? 주. So when you say last week, 지난주, 지난주. And this week, 이번 주, 이번 주. And next week, 다음 주, 다음 주. And now, let's see the month, right? So last month, 지난달, 지난달. And this month, 이번 달, 이번 달. And next month, 다음 달, 다음 달. And how about year? In this word here, you have to use a 해. So last year in Korean is 지난해, 지난해. And this year, 이번 해, 이번 해. And next year, 다음 해, 다음 해. Actually, there are more words to indicate last year, this year, next year. Instead of 지난해, some people say 작년, 작년. 작년 is not pronounced as 작년, 작년. 기억 changes to 이응 because of the next syllable has n sound, nasal sound. So because of nasal sound, 그 changes to 이응, which is called nasalization, but I don't really go through the pronunciation rule here. I just only show you the correct pronunciation. So 작년 should be pronounced like this way. 작년. Last year. And there's another word which indicates 이번 해, 올해, 올해. And next year, 내년, 내년. The words in the brackets are really commonly used among Korean people, alright? And now, I want to show you with other nouns together. Okay, for example, if you want to say last lesson in Korean, 지난 수업, 지난 수업. And this test, 이번 시험, 이번 시험. Next station, 다음역, 다음역. Or it can be next stop. You can hear this announcement, 다음역은 여기입니다. You can hear this kind of announcement at the bus or subway. And there are additional expressions before last and after next. before last is 지지난, 지지난. And after next is 다다음, 다다음. If you add some nouns like time, we can say this way. Let's say the week before last, the week before last. How do you say? 지지난주, 지지난주. And how about the month before last? 지지난달, 지지난달. The month after next. 다다음 달, 다다음 달. And the year after next. 다다음 해, 다다음 해. And I'll show you some exceptions. Exception in Korean word is 예외, 예외, 예외가 있어요. When you say this morning in English, this morning, but in Korean, we never say 이번 아침 or 이 아침, we never say that. Instead, 오늘 아침, 오늘 아침. And this afternoon, we never say 이번 오후, no, or 이 오후, we don't say it. 오늘 오후, 오늘 오후, this afternoon. And this evening, 이번 저녁 is wrong. 오늘 저녁, 오늘 저녁. Alright? And now I'll show you some example sentences. Example sentences in Korean is 예문. 예문 같이 봐요. 이번 달에 운동을 시작했어요. I started exercising this month. 이번 달에 운동을 시작했어요. 내년에 해외여행을 갈 거예요. I will go on a trip overseas next year. 내년에 해외여행을 갈 거예요. 지난주에는 날씨가 추웠어요. 하지만 이번 주에는 따뜻해요. Last week, the weather was cold, but this week it's warm. 지난주에는 날씨가 추웠어요. 하지만 이번 주에는 따뜻해요. How was your lesson today? I hope you found it really useful and helpful. Please make Korean sentences with the expressions you learned today and leave the comments below. 그럼 공부 열심히 하세요. Please study hard. 우리 다음 시간에 봐요. See you next time. 안녕히 계세요.